Hi guys, Dave here from Wolf in the Wilds. Welcome back to Trailer Trash Tuesdays. In fact, this is the new and improved Trailer Trash Tuesdays, going a completely different direction than what I originally thought. So, cheers. Okay. For a while now, I've been wanting to do something, and I haven't actually talked about it, but I have kind of mentioned, that I've got some big things planned. I have been wanting to take a camper trailer across Canada. I was thinking maybe a 14-footer or a 16-footer, but I was pretty adamant that it had to have a bathroom. Maybe not a full bathroom, but at least had to have some sort of a bathroom. Now, I live in Ontario, Canada, and I live almost as south as you can get. I would probably take close to a week just to get out of Ontario, and then maybe another week to get across Canada doing what I've been planning on doing. And unfortunately, I haven't been able to do it. I haven't been able to get the time and the money together and, whatever. Very small channel. I make no money off of this. I don't have, any major sponsors or anything like that. But my idea is hunt and fish and, kind of whatever, all the way across Canada, as much as I possibly can, and only buy food if absolutely necessary. And even then, maybe, instead of just going and buying, food from a store or whatever, maybe relying on MREs when I can't get my own food harvested naturally from the wild. It's a working concept, but never actually have gotten around to it so far, as you know. And of course, I would film my whole journey or whatever, and I would take maybe a month to do all of this, roam around the mountains of British Columbia a little bit, blah blah blah. Then when I'm ready to come home and go back to work and whatever, it'd take 3-4 days to get back. So unfortunately, that kind of time and that kind of money is not a luxury for me. Yet. But I did have a thought. I'm going to be living in a camper trailer for a month. I did the 7-day survival challenge a couple of years back, and I had a great time doing that. I also lost 12 pounds doing that, in 7 days. That's a lot of weight to lose. And I'm considering doing something somewhat similar to that, but instead of making camp and utilizing an area, I would be traveling and wild harvesting food on my way. Kind of similar concept. Am I even going to be able to pull that off? I honestly don't know. I'm 50 years old, for crying out loud. You never know. On top of that, can I even live in a camper trailer for a month? Maybe longer. If something bad happens, I might get stranded somewhere. So, I bought myself a 21-foot camper. It's a fair bit bigger than what I thought I wanted. It's well within the weight class of my truck. Got a really good deal on it. Bought it off of a really awesome guy. He even gave me a little bit of money off of the asking price. It's a 1974 Coachman. Can't remember the model name right off the top of my head now. Jeez. It's nowhere in here, I'm sure. It's 1974 camper trailer made by Coachman. The only real modifications done to the trailer, other than some repairs or whatever, it had a leak years ago, and he fixed the leak and, kind of whatever. It used to have a shower. It doesn't anymore. That's a little bit of a drag. But the price was definitely within my doable price range, especially when he knocked that $100 off. And I mean, I can get by without having a shower. I can clean myself. I could stop at truck stops and buy a shower. I could, get a bucket of water and sort of sponge bath myself in the bush somewhere. I could jump in a lake. That's Canada. I mean, rivers and lakes everywhere. I could just, go for a swim. Shower, not a big deal. A little bit of a drag, but hey, I got a toilet and I got a bathroom sink. Awesome. The other modification is the fridge. The old gas fridge stopped working, so they put just like a little mini fridge, a beer fridge, in the hole. They ripped the old fridge out and they just slid this fridge in, and unfortunately it's not one of those ones that you can run on solar power. It's like an actual mini fridge, so it's not super useful to me at this point. It's kind of useful still because it, it's insulated and, it's almost like a cooler. So I buy a case of water, I stick it in a friend's freezer, which I know I can't do when I'm going across, but hopefully I'll have that fixed. But I buy a case of water, I stick it in a friend's freezer, and I take some out and I put it in the fridge and I put it in my cooler, and my cooler over here, and, they act like ice packs. And when they melt, I've got drinking water, and I just put a few more bottles of frozen water into the fridge, the cooler, whatever, and that'll work for a couple of days. It'll work for a little while. And I have those freezer packs that you can buy and you stick them in the freezer as well, and they obviously help too. So the fridge, again, kind of a drag, but not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Those are the only real modifications. Problems with the trailer. Now, I haven't actually had a chance to look at it yet because I haven't plugged it in to anything at all. But apparently the water pump may have blown. He's pretty sure that the water pump blew last year, year before, whenever he used it. So no water pump, no running water. It's easily fixed. And something that he either didn't tell me about or probably didn't know about, because honestly, like I say, he's a really great guy. The black water tank has a leak. Well, not really the tank, it's the gate flow valve on the end where you pull it and it releases all the bad stuff out. That leaks. I don't think that's going to be an expensive fix or even a hard fix. I don't think it's going to be a big deal at all, but that is something that I'm going to have to address fairly soon, because I can't just go pee outside or other things, and I can't have that leaking as I'm sitting somewhere driving around, whatever. That's not good. So I got to get that fixed soon. And a few days after I bought it, I've had it for about a week now. I'm sorry, longer. I've been living in it for a week now. I bought it 3 weeks ago. And I was, playing around with it. I was figuring out how I wanted to set it up, stocking it, this, that, whatever. And somebody smashed out this window right here and the window over here. And I'll show you guys later. I kind of fixed it with some big thick plastic, some vapor barrier, and some two-way tape. It's going to have to do for now. I don't have the money to fix broken windows right now. Like, I just bought the trailer for $1,100 Canadian. So, it's that's going to have to do for now. So, back to my point. Can I live in a camper trailer for a month or two and have no major issues, no real problems? I don't know. But I'm going to find out, because I'm living in this camper trailer for all summer long and into the fall. I'll probably put it into storage in September or October, and not live in it anymore. But yeah, I'm staying in the city that I work in, London. But I'm not living in a campground. I'm not living, like anywhere I'm allowed to, I suppose. I'm going to roam around. I'm going to have, have little different spots. And how the windows got broken, actually. I parked it too close to a college here, and drunken idiots. They didn't try to get in. They didn't try to steal anything. They just decided, hey, I'm going to, grab this big stick and smash this guy's windows just for the fun of it. So, that's something that I have to know about. I have to kind of pay attention to where I'm putting my trailer. Where am I going to leave my trailer when I go off to maybe go hunt or fish or, kind of whatever. Like, all these are learning experiences for me. So, do the smashed windows, that really ticked me off? Yeah, it kind of did, but it's an important lesson. It's a learning experience. And I'm going to learn as I go, so that I'll have some experience doing this before I'm way across the country and something bad happens to me, and now I don't know what I'm supposed to do. This way here, I get some practical experience. I've dove into this, both feet first. Let's see if I sink or swim. So, that's the concept for the new Trailer Trash Tuesdays. I'm going to be giving updates about the trailer, about my experiences, about, things that I like and don't like, the whole trailer life thing. Just, I don't know, just anything to do with this, anything to do with what I'm doing here. I'm going to try to get it on video, things that I'm, repairing. I'm going to install a solar system. I'm going to try to get it all on video for you guys. And if anyone's thinking about doing a trailer life kind of thing, anyone's thinking about doing this full time, maybe you live in the States in a warmer climate than Canada, and, you can do it year round, this might be an interesting series for you to check out. So, see you guys in the next video. Until then, stay wild.